So, where have I been? I was a guest editor for Dove 7 and Dusty Needin for some time. I discovered my love for Assetto Corsa and made 2 videos on it. I was busy streaming at twitch.tv/monmiclive and I'm finally an affiliate, so hop on in for more streams. I was craving for a cyberpunk game to play, and the Cyberpunk 2077 was too costly and buggy for me. So I went with the game everyone says they want to reinstall after just mere mentioning of the name Deus Ex. Deus Ex, released in 2001, is an RPG game with FPS elements made by Ironstorm. Yeah, that Ironstorm with a long hair man wanted to make you his bitch. Ironstorm was split into two. Ironstorm Dallas, where Romero and Hall worked to make Bitch Making Simulator and Anachronox, and Ironstorm Austin, where Warren Spector worked at and made Deus Ex. Warren Spector has quite a history with RPG games. He used to work for Looking Glass Studios, where he made Ultima Underworld, System Shock, and Thief. Well, Thief is not an RPG, but Deus Ex does have some elements of stealth from Thief. Well, Deus Ex borrows from all these games, which I'm going to talk about later on in this video. You play as JC Denton, who works for an anti-terrorist group called UNATCO located in the ruins of New York, fighting a terrorist group called NSF. This game was released before 9/11, so mentioning New York and terrorists at the same sentence wasn't offensive. The plot revolves around a lot of conspiracy theories popular around at the time involving Illuminati, bioweapons and whatnot. Fuck you. No, seriously, fuck you. Don't add this fucking meme. The game gives you a lot of customization options for your character, and don't put all your fucking points in swimming and environment training. I know I'm saying you fucking hell, you bitch. I'm saying you. No, don't you fucking do it. Ah! 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 Please, no, please. You can choose your appearance and name, as long as it is JC Denton at the start. The game also has another way of customizing the player in forms of augmentations, like implants in System Shock or OS upgrades in System Shock 2, which gives the player the abilities which they can use on command. However, the augmentations are not swappable, so you have to make a good decision according to your playstyle. What most people and I appreciate about the game is the writing, which seems more realistic as the days go on with the virus and vaccines. The game gives you a lot of choices in the story which seem small at first but may have ramifications later in the game, like a character's death or something.
Number 1. In 1945, corporations paid 50% of federal taxes. Now they pay about 5%. Number 2. In 1900, 90% of Americans were self-employed. Now it's about 2%.
So?
It's called consolidation. Strengthen governments and corporations, weaken individuals. With taxes, this can be done imperceptibly over time.
Talking about Deus Ex without mentioning the amazing soundtrack feels like a sin. The soundtrack, made by Alexander Brandon and Michael Vandenbos, who previously made music for Unreal, come back together to provide us with an amazing soundtrack which has some techno and atmospheric vibes to it. Deus Ex gives the player the freedom to do anything they want to get to their objectives. Some people prefer the stealthy way, or someone is mad enough to go in guns blazing. There is no health bar or any number indicating health to the player like in other games, but it has separate health systems for every body part where injury to one affects the gameplay. The graphics, even though I don't care about, haven't aged well in a lot of aspects, but the reflections from Unreal Engine look so damn good.
Dude, the fucking reflection, do you see the fucking reflections, man? Oh my god! Oh my god, these reflections, wow!
And the layout of the levels like Hong Kong and Paris are the real stars of the game. The game has a few problems though, like the enemies feel too spongy at the early stages and shooting anywhere but the head seems like a big mistake, unless you're using a kept gun or a rocket launcher which obliterate the enemies in one hit. The game also goes from really difficult to piss easy when you get a lightsaber halfway into the game. I know about the tranquilizer dart problem, but I don't see a problem with it because the enemies have armor and whatnot, so shooting them with merely a dart is not the right option. So shoot them in the head, because that's the only part that's exposed. The game sometimes dips frames whenever there is a lot of movement due to not optimal optimization of the game. The enjoyment of the game is highly subjective as well, due to the very first mission being more difficult than the rest of the game because you don't have as many upgrades you do by the end of the game and the start of the game. So the first mission can be a big turnoff for newcomers. But all of the problems seem to be pale in front of the amazing writing and gameplay it offers to the players. It also runs on modern systems pretty well. In 3:4, well, there are a lot of mods to improve the graphics and overhaul the game, like Kenti's DirectX 10 renderer, which makes the game run at 16:9, have better lighting and reflections overall. This game has a big legacy behind it. This game had two prequels, Mankind Divided and Human Revolution, a mobile prequel, The Fall, and a sequel called The Invisible War. It is sometimes touted as the best PC game of all time by some people. The dialogues are also a meme now, given how JC Denton speaks in the game.
I have to drop something. Hold on.
And I know about this dipshit as well, who uses a JC Denton profile picture and made the "oh yeah yeah" meme.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
Which resulted in almost all of YouTube to keep the JC Denton profile picture. Personally, I hated the "oh yeah yeah" meme, and I hate it even more seeing what came of that idiot. I really recommend this game to you to play it at least once, like I did on my own Twitch stream at twitch.tv/monwiclive. Yeah, most of the footage was taken from the stream. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want my channel to die again. See you.